شباب قصف خطوط.
It was just another day in Damascus until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, missiles hit the heart of the Syrian capital. The target, the Syrian Defense Ministry headquarters. Within seconds, the building blew up.
قصف جديد مبنى هيئة الأركان خالص. قصف جديد يا شباب، قصف خطونا بسرعة 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 بسرعة.
إذا استهداف مبنى هيئة الأركان بشكل كامل.
قصف ثاني.
Clashes in Syria have escalated after the IDF struck Syrian tanks that were moving towards the Druze villages. Further afield, for the second time in 24 hours, Israel struck vehicles and forces loyal to the El-Julani regime in Syria that were heading towards Jabal el-Druz in the south of the country, where violent clashes have broken out between the local Druze residents and the Sunni Bedouin tribes that live nearby. The regime said the forces were being deployed to try and break up the fighting, but Israel suspects that they were being sent to help attack the Druze. And Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz gave a strong warning that we will not allow harm to the Druze. We will not stand by. There are already 89 fatalities reported in the clashes in Syria, and the Druze leadership is appealing to the world, saying we need immediate protection, as explosions and gunfire were again heard early this morning in El Saweda, the Druze stronghold in southern Syria.
A local TV channel was mid-broadcast when the strikes hit. The anchor was calmly reading the news, but behind her you can see the strike. Why is Israel suddenly striking the Syrian capital, Damascus? The answer lies around 100 kilometers from Damascus in a city called Suweda. It's also known as Suweda. Suweda is home to the Druze community. This is a religious minority in the region. The Druze faith emerged in the 11th century Egypt. It was an offshoot of Shia Islam. In terms of population, they are small, but they are strategically scattered all over West Asia. About 700,000 Druze live in Syria, mostly in the Suweda province. This time, the flashpoint started as a tribal issue. On Sunday, Bedouin gunmen abducted a Druze vegetable vendor. This was along the Damascus highway. The Bedouins are a nomadic Arab ethnic group. Now, in a tit-for-tat move, Druze fighters kidnapped Bedouins, and that led to street battles. Now, this rivalry between the Bedouins and the Druze is not new. In fact, it predates modern-day Syria. There are disputes over land and resources. Things have turned violent in the past as well. But this time, the conflict took a political turn, courtesy the new government in Syria. You may remember this. Last December, Bashar al-Assad was ousted from Syria. A new government took his place, in fact. It's now in place. It is led by this man, former Al-Qaeda terrorist and rebel commander Ahmad al-Shara. But the province of Suweda has largely governed itself. Local Druze militias established control. Of course, Damascus did not like that. So when this latest fight broke out, Syrian forces moved to Suweda. They said they just wanted to separate both sides. Initially, Druze leaders welcomed this intervention, but soon they began resisting. This led to intense clashes. Almost 500 people were killed.
The forces were being deployed to try and break up the fighting, but Israel suspects that they were being sent to help attack the Druze. And Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz gave a strong warning that we will not allow harm to the Druze. We will not stand by.
Now, where does Israel feature in all of this? Israel has a Druze population of around 150,000. many of whom serve in the Israeli military. Israel also has 22,000 Druze residents in the Israeli-occupied Golan Heights. Most of them still identify as Syrians. So when the Syrian government moved into Sueda, Israel hit back with airstrikes. Yesterday, it stepped up the offensive by hitting Damascus. Prime Minister Netanyahu said it was to protect the Druze.
We have an obligation to maintain the southwestern region of Syria as a demilitarized zone bordering Israel. We will not allow a return to a situation where a second Lebanon is being established there, and we are also obligated to protect the Druze residents.
West Asia is already on the edge. One more war could push it over, so the US swiftly stepped in. It discussed moves to end the violence. Syria also agreed on a deal with Druze leaders, and a ceasefire is now in place. Syrian troops are withdrawing from Sueda.